welcome to Granddaddy Garage. So I have another small project I'm doing on my Camaro here, and that is replacing this cowl vent intake with a homemade one. So check this out. It's pretty easy to make one of these. So we're gonna look at where it is in the process. I already started it. It was like in the back of my mind for a while, and I'll go over what I did just at the moment. All I did was lay this over some 16 gauge sheet metal, and I traced it. Now you got to cut out. You have to do a little bit more than that. But I'll show you where it's at the moment. This is cool. You might like this. So here we go. As you can see, this is where I'm at right now. I just drilled out all the holes not too long ago and started the fitment. I still have to. I gotta weld this up. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a lot of work because I gotta do little tack welds in place all the way around it, and then I'll have to probably tack it with files and whatnot. But that's way better than the plastic one. It's not gonna just degrade. Well, at least not the way plastic does, anyways. So this would have to be. I might just sand this up really nice after it's done, and then give it a clear coat. I think that might be a cool look. So when the hood's up, you know, you can see this. It'll kind of be a little bit of a showpiece, but yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. So when you trace this, I traced it out with a Sharpie, and I did not take the lines because I wanted a little bit of overlap because I knew it would need it. This is going to need to be shaved down on this side here a little bit. I bent that up. I bent that up over there because it's not perfectly flat, as you can see where this is up. But if you trace this straight down with a Sharpie, it gives you just enough to do this without having to. But you have to leave the Sharpie marks when you cut. So I have some nice mounting points at this point. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to mount it over there in the middle. Or I might have to put it in my own tab. But it's coming out pretty good so far. So if you're looking up a way to update your 3rd gen autocross car and you want it to be a little bit more custom, this is a cool trick to do. At least I think it is. So alright guys, I'm just showing you the other part of the fabrication build of this cowl vent. This is the vent for the heater or for your vehicle, so it can bring in air. These things are notorious for like the screens like coming out. At least I went back and I fixed it once already. Like this was falling out of here. This wasn't so bad. I left it. Now it's coming back out. But these things are real flimsy. This is the one I did. All I did was push this on, put this onto a 16 gauge sheet metal. I took a Sharpie and then I traced it out. Now you want to leave the lines for your Sharpie work. Don't want the tabs there. You do want to mark where these are because they're location points where you can actually put a screw in here. One of these I got to fill in because I didn't hit the right spot. But this is a really cool idea. Since you're doing all the hand fabrication on your work, why not do one of these? And it's fun. This is just 16 gauge sheet metal. This is the old one. You can see it's a little beat up. It's been taken out before and whatnot. And these, yeah, I don't know how rare these are. It's a little beat up. It's not that it can't be used again or refixed really. If you really want to, yeah, you can go back through this and put a whole new screen in it and whatnot if you want. Just, you know, make it look nice. Now this is my windshield wiper holder. So I might go ahead and weld on a tab in this location for this at the right height for the windshield wiper to rest on. This is the one on the car for the windshield wiper rest. That's the factory one. You see the windshield sits on this one. Doesn't really look like the windshield sits on anything else anywhere else really. But I guess I could mark and put a thing for the windshield if I really wanted to set on, far as a piece for it. But yeah, so that's that at the moment. I gotta clean this out. Probably gonna have to put some more body seal on it. I'm gonna have to vacuum that all out and fucking put some seam sealer in it or some kind of caulk that I can use as seam sealer. But yeah, this is the old one that went in here. So that's that. This is the one I'm making now. See, I went and I just cut this out. I bent this across here. Now I'm welding in. I'm boxing it in. It's gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna have to get my Dremel out, and I'm gonna have to be able to clean this up. It's gonna be nice, but this isn't gonna be a showpiece, you know. I'm not gonna go through the entire rigmarole of welding right into this corner and then taking the Dremel and just this is gonna be something I'm gonna be beating on. It's gonna be for autocross and track meets. I don't really intend this to be a show car. I want this to be for fun. I don't want to go out, you know, you spend a lot of hours on trying to get something to track as it is. And if you spend, you know, I don't have a garage. The car's outside. All my tools are in this, the last 1/3 of my garage. The other side is a room. So this is just where I keep my tools, where I can do some basic work. I store tools. Everything's in my driveway, guys. You don't have to have a garage to work on vehicles. You just got to think through how you're going to protect certain parts, how you're going to get it in the air, how you're going to make it safe to work in the air. See, I got wheel blocks. The car's not going anywhere. It's not going to fall on me. I can get right up under it, especially when I start doing the transmission swap. I'm putting a T5 Borger Warner transmission in it. I have all the factory parts. But right now you know, sometimes you don't want to do the big parts of your project and you're just kind of burnt out and you want to do something fun. This is nice and fun. You know, I'm not going gung-ho on it right now. You know, I'm just stepping away from it for a couple minutes, do something else inside the house, maybe, you know, watch a video or something on some other stuff. But yeah, that's about it. I'll come back in and show you what it looks like when I start remounting it and doing some other things. Alright, we're back in here to see where I am with the boxing. You see, I'm using a Harbor Freight flux core welder. With these, you don't get the same kind of happy medium where you do with the gas machines. So it just takes a little extra time to get it done. So now it's boxed in. I got to take a Dremel and come after this stuff and, you know, clean it up a bit. One of these holes I got to tack in. Got to tack in one of those holes. I have to put another mount right about here. So we're going to go ahead and slap it on the Camaro and see what it's looking like. Alright, as you can see, we got it mounted. I got another fastener where I want, so everything's laying down nice and flat and flush. It's boxed in. Now we got to see if we're good as we think we are, and that windshield wiper is going to fit in there properly. Alright, so there's a nice thing about this windshield wiper is you got these little clips here. Now it's down. Okay. That looks like it clears. I'm not going to have any problem at all. That's sitting nice. Let's go ahead and put the other windshield wiper fluid, not windshield wiper fluid, windshield wiper, and see. And then we have this. This is going to come across. So I might put some little mounting tabs on this. Yeah, I think I will put some mounting tabs on this. We'll hide this in here like that. Come out, maybe we'll throw a mounting tab like right about there, right about there. That's fine. That way things just don't flop around on us, because that would suck. We don't want things just to be floppy. Things don't need to be floppy. So let's get that out of the windshield wiper. See where it sits. See if I want to fabricate. Probably want to fabricate another seat for the other windshield wiper. So maybe first things first. This only fits on one way. It's got a little like keyway on it, which is nice. Means you don't have the ability to let me grab a mallet. So mallet like that, and then we put the keyway back in it. Now it's so yeah, we definitely need a rest in here. So now we have to fabricate a rest. The fact that the rest will be metal is not going to be a big deal. We'll just make it part of this. So I'll just have to make a tab for it. Okay, so this is nice and thick. So, and it's going to go like that. So I think I guess the question is, do I want to screw it into here, or I could use one of these holes, or if I want to weld it, I'll probably just screw it though. So I got double hole mounts here, and then I guess I can bend it about here, and we'll see where it falls. And I'll bring you back after we got that bit of fabrication done. Here we are. So I brought you back. I got it remounted. That's a nice windshield wiper stop. It sits a little high, but that's better than it being too low. And something happened when the car's jiggling around and jumping, it can't just jump over the top of it for whatever reason. So that's pretty much it. We got the factory one over there, which is plastic, which is fine. That can stay. If something happens to it, I can always make a new one. This is much better than the plastic. It's probably going to rattle a little bit, but that's fine. You know, this thing's going to be for fun. It's going to make lots of noise. So I'll bring you back in after I've cleaned it up more and gotten it painted and it back on. Alright, so here we are. I'm at the painting process. It's got it hanging in the tree here. Got it cleaned up as much as I want it cleaned up. Nothing ultra fantastic, but it's better than the stock one. Alright, here we go. This is the update for the cowl intake for the heater. Everything's nice and buttoned down and painted. I like it. I think it came out good. Is it perfect? Fuck no. It's not perfect. And yeah, it rained last night. Of course it did after, but yeah, it fits in there pretty good. This is gonna have to be shortened a little bit, this piece. That's okay. Other than that, this turned out to be a good piece. It was a fun project, so like I said, it's not that hard. If you already got some panel work under your belt, you know, building panels and stuff, this really isn't any different than building a panel. Like I said, I just used the stock part, traced it out. Like I said, you want to leave the Sharpie marks so they have enough overlap. And yeah, this does follow the basic contour of the window. And yep, so that's about that. I went and ordered in what I needed to fix the bumper mounts. So as you can see the damage. You can see that. So we'll be taking this nose apart and fixing that. And then we'll probably that be one of the next big things, other than doing more panel work on this vehicle. After I get the nose fixed, and we'll get the rest of the suspension done up, and then we'll start doing some more fun stuff. I think I might order in subframe connectors. We might do that. And then I have bushings. I have all new front and rear bushings. And we were going to box in the control arms for the rear axle and turn those into a performance item, because, you know, we're trying to do this on the cheap and stuff like that. Oh, and here's another thing that might be a cool project that I think we're going to do, is that this piece I want to make out of metal. I think I still have enough metal left, 16 gauge. I'm going to make it out of 16 gauge. And we are going to recreate this. So that'd be fun. That's another fun project to do. And yeah. So like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys later.